Hi, this is Phil Kerner, the Tool and Die Guy, and if you guys have been following me for any amount of time besides teaching about the trade, I love the history of the trade. And if you follow me on Instagram, I post a lot of vintage stuff there. You know, I'm surrounded by tool and die making history right here in my studio, right? My family's been in this for over 100 years, and I'm the one as the youngest that had to save everything, and luckily I did. Well, you know, another thing I love considering the history is biographies, and of all things, I was at my mother-in-law's house the other day, and my mother-in-law is 86 years old, and God bless her soul, she gets on Zoom calls all the time, but she was really concerned about this particular one and asked me if I would come down and set her up on it. So while she was getting set up, she's got all these books on a shelf, and I found this book. Now this is a very unusual book to find on my mother-in-law's shelf, Henry Ford, The Wayward Capitalist. And I asked her, I said, this is a very unusual book for you to have on your shelf. Why do you have this book? Well, she said one of my college roommates wrote it. So I breezed through it. It was written in 1980, and it is a phenomenal book. I am devouring this thing. I'm learning so much about a great American industrialist, Henry Ford. Well, a couple things that struck me in this book, and my wife's really learning a lot about Henry Ford too. She's so happy about that. I can't believe the amount of money this guy was making. In 1915, I believe these guys were splitting up between 8 stockholders, $20 million a year. Can you imagine doing that today? Let alone 1915, when the average worker at the Ford plant was well paid at $5 a day. So kind of incredible. But the other thing, I always try to learn something from these books I read, and how can I be like Henry Ford? Well, I tried to invent a car this afternoon, and I gave that about 20 minutes. It just couldn't get there. But one of the things he was insistent on was making that car cheaper and cheaper and cheaper so that everybody could afford it. And I thought, what was the message from that? Well, you know, I am such a big believer right now in the training and this new thing I'm doing with this online classes. It's not just my teaching, it's getting you guys together. You know, to take a class and jump online and see these guys from all over the country on there, we can kind of talk shop after the lesson's done. And this week we're going to send in our favorite tools, and you can talk about why we like these tools. There's nothing like talking shop, right? Well, my lesson from Henry Ford was, let's see if I can make this affordable, my lessons, for everybody, because I need control of my content, all right? That's why I have a membership site. So for the first time ever, for the next like 10 days, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to reduce the membership at the Tool and Die Guy to $9.95 a month. So everybody can try it out. Take a test drive, $9.95. That'll make you eligible for my next online class. You can see the last one. You can see the other 356 videos that are on there. This is a real sense of community I'm trying to build here, and I still believe it's the best when it's live because we can interact. And the first call was really great. So if you're interested in showing off, if you're interested, you just want to dip your toe in for a month and see how it is, this is, like I said, I'm going to try this and see if this little experiment works. So again, I'm Phil Kerner, the Tool and Die Guy, and the link is right under here. $9.95 a month, cancel anytime, and we'll see how this goes. And I hope to see you on our next online class number 2, and it'll be a lot of fun. We'll see you then.